Yeah, City right now. The gang gon' get it right now. I'm the man in Gap City right now. So you can't do what I done. So tell me what it is right now.
What it do, what's happening, what's bumming, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eyes of Brandon. I'm back again with another hashtag, the Eyes of Brandon podcast. Shit. And today I'm with a special guest, my niggas. Special one. We pizza the party papi. We pizza mdu. C'est so qu'il y a pizza mdu canelo.
Mato.
What do you think? Oh my god. Do shit, man. Do the party.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming through, man.
Yes,
Thank you for coming
sir.
through.
Yeah, but I'm Mato.
Mata.
Mato, I got Eyes of Brandon. Mato.
I like that. I said later I'm gonna do a lot of space. No, I'm gonna tell you for you. For C4 by the way. Where like we find him there, you know, hanging out with his friends, and he's just like there. Hard boy, I like that. I'm about to some do what somebody say. Mata, oh Hannah,
Kalengama malita.
oh Hannah, dog. And I remember like the first time you hit us up there, and like this was back when honestly, honest to God, I knew completely nothing to do with them do the party, and like you hit us up on like one of our YouTube videos comment sections, and you're like, my niggas, let's do this. Like I want you to help me become like part of the panel list. Yeah, my top 10. Like
Yes,
here's
sir.
the hit me up here, and like for a minute we missed that because we felt like I don't know, maybe we just slept on you for a minute because like we didn't who's this nigga? Who's him do? Yeah, dog. And then like you kept on commenting on our shit, and you just told us, my niggas, just hit me up, dog. And like that shit, I'm not gonna lie, man, that has been like the dopest, one of the dopest things I've ever worked on, you know, as like kind of like a broadcaster, because I would like to believe that, you know, what I'm doing right now is literally broadcasting.
100%.
So like that really like put me on like another level of like broadcasting and like even just like my career, because I just gained even just much more confidence,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
from like that time.
Yes,
and
sir.
yeah,
That was what, 2017?
2017, dog. It's
Yeah,
crazy. And
that's crazy.
dog. It was way back. Man. It was way back. Dog.
2017. What a year, man. What
What's
a
like a
year.
texting one?
Yeah. Hey, man, they're little broke. Also, you saw them do the party. By that time, I'd already like hit breakfast radio on Yarona FM. That was a big deal. Then I got my ass fired, and then everybody forgot about me.
Yeah, for sure.
So by 2017, we were broke.
Shit, too broke,
We had
dog.
nothing going on.
I don't know, bro. What you tell? I don't know, just a little one, bro. Kala all star, little shoe, yeah. But listen, like a level, like a Brian. I know. I think I'll let him pass because like he's a creative.
Like that, but it has history, man. I know which Chuck you're talking about.
Yeah, like the white one.
Yeah, booty again.
Yeah,
and then I
booty,
let that zebra print.
Dog,
you know who did that zebra print?
No.
Crazy. Crazy did it.
Shit.
And then where were we shooting the 2017 show?
In
at Crazy Studio. Yeah.
Like at like the painting studio, right?
Yes, sir.
Shit. Hey, man, that was way
the couples
back.
were communicating. When I know one just so we told that thing as history farm. Right now, I'm gonna sell that shoe for 30K easy.
Monument, one.
Easy. 30K that shoe was going from. I'm telling you, guys are playing on it.
But yeah, man, I like to introduce you, man. This guy, Do the Party is on his 10th year in like this creative industry, dog. Like that's a milestone.
It's crazy.
Fucking milestone. My guy has been like big in like the product, like the broadcasting career, broadcasting and producing also.
Yeah.
He has done currently hosting Cool of the Gang on Yarona FM.
Cool and the Gang, 3 to 7 p.m.
Cool and the Gang. Cool
the
and the
biggest
Gang.
drive time show in the country, by the way. The only 4-hour show in the country. Don't fuck with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. They're not that important.
Em no le
Can I get
solo.
out of the country?
Em no le solo. Eu le solo, bravo. 4 hours.
Not
Em no wa buam. Em wa buam, boss. But yeah, and this guy has been on Date My Family. You narrated Date My Family.
Yes, I was
huge.
the narrator of Date My Family, Botswana.
My nigga, that was huge.
Welcome to
That was-
Date My Family.
Yeah. Slide.
You get it?
Slide. La mucho I think you guys like were kind of made kind of discreet on that show, like the narrators, like the other show? Kind of was
No,
it like
they knew it was me.
for
Yeah,
sure, for
same
sure.
way we know who narrates in SA, we know
Yes.
who narrates in Zambia and Zimbabwe.
Can't who narrates in SA? Nah, give me today that there.
Yeah, some guy who came a that's all that matters.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
And like to the hip hop industry, hate jag, hate Russell Simmons.
Khatialo.
Hey,
Yeah.
Are you acknowledging that accolade or it's just like
It's big shoes to fill, and
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
every single intention in my mind, body, and soul, and everything in between to fill those shoes.
yeah, and like for someone that doesn't know Russell Simmons, who's Russell Simmons? Like for someone that actually doesn't know who you're talking about,
Def Jam.
Def Jam,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, you know Def Jam, right?
Yeah.
That's Russell Simmons.
That's him.
Yeah,
That's
Def
the
Jam.
truth.
Kind of not only was it a recording label, those
Yeah.
guys became so big
Yeah.
that the artists that they signed and worked with even worked on stuff like Def Jam games, where
For sure.
you know, there were PlayStation games based on artists. You know, and there's so many properties and opportunities, even in bots for musicians and you know everybody in between. And I'm more inclined towards the hip hop game,
Hip-hop,
so I
yeah,
just
yeah.
wanna. It's not about me, dog. You get me?
not about
just to
you.
steal a page from ATI's book. It's not about me. It's about the people. So I've been put on this earth to put on the best of this earth.
Like your hip hop nights.
You get me, fam?
Shit, crazy
So,
shit.
Yeah,
Crazy shit going on there,
If
dog.
you don't know,
I saw you had what's this guy
One Take.
one take on like
Yes,
the other time. Was he part of like the
sir.
judges panel or was
he
it
came
like,
through as a guest performer. So this is how it works.
yeah.
Every Thursday.
The lights off.
Oh, word. It'd be like that.
It'd be like that. But yeah, carry on.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
So every Thursday,
Yeah.
we host a hip hop night called Not On a Lifestyle Lounge. Yeah?
Yeah.
So the purpose of the hip hop night is to unearth talent.
Yeah, for sure.
And niggas and bots rap, bro.
Too
Like,
much,
I'll take you
dog.
through the history of rappers and bots in a bit.
For sure.
Excuse me. But right now, the underground game is crazy, man. And every Thursday, I put up 1,000 Bula cash to the best of the best.
Insane.
Yeah. So I put up the cash. I'm like, my homies.
From
let's
Botswana.
go. 100%.
But
I don't worry about it. Come rap. Spit a 16.
oh man.
Spit a 16 right now. Spit a 16 right now. You just might get it. You get me?
Oh.
Sound like you're hurt, bro. Are you okay? You call a medic or what, dog? Yes, every Thursday
fucking kill me,
I call through some performers, some
For
guest
sure.
performers
For sure.
who can inspire the upcoming rappers.
Yeah.
So like I brought One Take in Maloba
Yeah.
to come and inspire the young rappers. He's young as well.
Super
but
young.
he's making crazy moves, got fire, stage presence, confidence. That's all you need to be a complete package. You get me?
Yeah. for
So these
sure.
guys, what we do is that we pretty much it's a crash course
Yeah.
in how to be a great performer and artist. Where they already have the songs. I challenge them to bring 3 songs. They perform those 3 songs, and the best of the best gets a K. Ne?
sure.
But the way you perform also matters. The way you look matters. Some people bring their squad with them, and it's a whole thing. And the diversity is crazy, man.
Sure.
But the reason why I bring the likes of Juju Boyabo, Oracle, was Scar, ATI, Vizo, One Take. I brought in so many rappers who are really in the game to come inspire these young niggas so they know, listen, there's a career in this thing. Sure, like, what's gala, push, and some people are barbers, taxi driver, people are doing different things. But I'm letting them know there's a community of hip-hoppers who really believe in this shit and take it seriously, such that it's our career now. We're making money out of it, you get me?
Like, are you actually making money out of that?
Hell
shit?
yeah. Hell yeah.
Talking about
Hell yeah. You know how much money there is in the game? You guys are sleeping on the rack, boy. You're sleeping on the rack.
For real,
You just
no.
need to diversify, fam.
Are you for real?
Try different things. Merchandising, that's one way you can get money. A quick science, yeah? The science of making a hit in Botswana and becoming famous. I'll give you an example. Skaun and Metrol,
Yeah.
right? Great
Banger.
beat, banger, Motswako, right? Another one, a random one, Tsaya Tobani. That guy has one song. He's probably the most booked artist in the country. You know why?
Evidently
Science.
so.
The science of making a hit in bots. Motswako, make it a Swana thing, it bangs. ATI manages to recreate or reinvent himself over and over again because he's found the formula. Komiri so, Kering Korong, Swana. And those are bangers, make him
All
one
of
of the most
them.
booked. Benty may be struggling right now, but he figured it out. It's like, shit, the reason I'm struggling is because he was cheeky. He was quoting. He dropped Naomi. It was a huge song at the time when you just reference somebody's name, the song would blow up. You get me? He drops Naomi, became big. What did he do with the remix? He went to South African artists. So he strayed away from Botswana. And then what happened to his brand? It was slowly starting to get diluted. But right now, listen to his raps. You get me? There's a science to this thing, dog. And once you get your finger on it, my dog, the floodgates of all the rek and pullers, rands and pounds will open, dog.
For sure.
Mposibina makes music in Setswana. Doesn't speak the best Setswana. She's a good friend of mine. She doesn't speak the best Setswana. But she listens to her song, it's like, oh, snap.
Wow.
And what's happening?
Like Ibilosa, outside the borders.
You get me.
Just
Nezra,
like
is it Nezra? I think something like that. What Danko?
Oh, how's it getting, man?
I
forgot his name, but I'm sorry, like I forgot his name. But yeah, that
Nizra
one.
E-Things, dog. That's a gospel artist, you know that?
Honestly, Lord, I know him through that song only.
Exactly. He's a gospel artist.
For sure.
And he has his market but then he penetrated the mass market with one song that's catchy, La Setswana, Ele Monate. It's an easy science, dog. We may be good at rapping and good at what, but if you just follow the rules of the game, I swear there's a rack in this game, boy.
Too much
Rack. Cultural currency, my boy. Well put. You get me? Yeah, that shit is serious.
Cultural currency.
It's serious.
But yeah, moving on, dog.
Yeah.
Like I hear how you speak, like about like the culture and like the music, dog.
Yeah.
And I believe you get all this stuff from like your broadcasting career.
Yeah.
You know, like the radio. Like for instance,
why
like the radio career? Why did you just wake up one day and say, I wish
that's how it happened. But I really stumbled across it, man.
For real.
Yeah. If I had an option or if I had my way, I would have been a musician instead of a broadcaster. Yeah, but because I wasn't the best musician of the bunch,
for sure.
I was lucky enough to have stumbled onto broadcasting and I want to be a director, a movie director. That's why I do a couple of shows. I'm learning how to do shows. I'm learning equipment. I'm learning all that stuff as I go. Yeah, I edit my own shows. I script, I direct, I produce, I act. I'm just trying. I'm learning these things. Hey man, when we were younger, when I was younger, you were still young. When I was younger, our parents didn't take this thing seriously. You get me? I see your mom is very supportive of this. My mom wouldn't have been.
For real. Like she wouldn't
at all
allow niggas come into the house and be like, yo.
Nope. Real. She don't play that.
For real.
Back then when I was younger, you get me? So the way I came across radio is I was at school where you'd be studying economics and accounts.
That sounds like a regret.
Hey, no, go traumatic. PTSD from that thing, fam. Yo.
From that thing, fam.
I swear, I served my sentence.
For real,
my 5 years clean.
5 years?
Yeah, fam, that's crazy.
And I remember you telling us about like your like varsity life in your like how you started varsity in fucking 2012. Dog.
Yeah. I started varsity in 2009.
What has I got 2012?
That made 2014. It was not 13. Yeah, 14. Yeah.
But
that is a big bad.
Yeah, that became what the story.
When I was in varsity, actually, I get up from 5 Brandon. During those holidays, sales from 5. There was an advert that was running on Yarona FM. If you think you sound better, come and sample your voice. Because I always used to listen to adverts. I would repeat the ad as I'm listening to it.
Shit.
And try to do it the way they did it.
Dude, and like this nigga does adverts now, dog.
Yeah. There's gang racket there too. I won't lie. Easy money. 5 minutes of your time is $1,000. To do a 30-second ad. It takes 5 minutes. Give me the script. I'm a professional. I'm going to do it. In 5 minutes, I'm getting paid $1,000. Easy. So I used to listen to that stuff and try it out. And I heard this ad on Yarona FM. And I used to listen to Bu Max. And I thought his voice sucked. I was just like, why is this guy on radio? His voice sucks.
Max station.
I think he was at Yarona RB2 or something. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
But I was just like, why is this guy on air?
On air, yeah.
And I used to listen to the A1, A1 on the Coca-Cola Top 20.
Top 20, yeah.
And he was an American. And he sounded dope.
Dope, yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, yo, I want to do this, but why is this guy on air? Like, he's not like this guy. So I'm gonna try it out.
I
heard OBK, with DJ Izzy, who was T-Easy at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can still beat them, I think. Right?
I think, yeah.
I hop into a combi, Brandon. Yeah, FM on the day of the race.
And like, where was it? Yarona FM located this time?
Yarona FM, local fairgrounds, Mall Mochaburun. I get
Okay.
phase 4. So then Bahama Game City Route 6. I want to get looking Route 6. So we cross at like to fairgrounds more.
For sure, yeah.
After I cross at like we can stop and we can Bahama coming with Galaping.
Yeah.
Because I was shit scared.
Of like the Zola tags.
No, you're not hearing me. You're not hearing me.
Okay.
I hop onto a combi. I hop off the combi.
For sure.
I go across the road.
Okay.
I hop on another combi and go back home.
What the fuck?
Nigga, I was scared. Bro, I was bad shit. I was scared, bro.
Why,
I was scared, man, because it was a dream of mine. And if your dreams don't scare you, then
like you just go back home just like that.
I went cabins. I
didn't
have support from home to tell me that you're good at what you're doing. You know, this is back in the day when this career was shunned. You know, nobody really
looked, you know.
Yeah. So if I say I want to be on radio, everybody tell me you're fucking crazy.
Stupid ass nigga.
Yeah, like no, nobody on radio ever goes anywhere in life.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
So, and this is during a time, I'm the youngest while I'm paying.
For sure.
So obviously I'm impressionable because my older sisters obviously know everything. So
yeah.
And that year, Nikki we prom king. And my sister's like, prom king, but hella nah, garbage truck guys, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want radio. It's like, but DJ, I want money with idea. So obviously I went back home, heartbroken, didn't do it. And then went to varsity, studied economics and accounts. MOG was doing a weekend
MOG
show.
MOG from MOG and Ross.
Yes.
Yeah.
MOG was doing a weekend show at the time.
Yeah.
MOG and I went to GSS together. He was a year ahead of me. That was my boy. So we're at UB together and MOG's at Yarona FM. I'm just like, yo, man, like, this is late after I've gained confidence. Uniform. I'm grown now. You get me? So I'm like, yo, man, I think I can do this thing. MOG. And it's like, yeah, I think you could do it too. Let's go to Yarona FM, jump into the studio, try out some few voice ads, see how your voice sounds. I did it. My voice sucked. And I was like, fuck it, fuck this dream, fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit, I'm going back home. Yeah.
I got the nigga when I get the cool blind. I removed all my piercings, cut my dreads, put a shirt on, worked for the man. Like, fuck this dream, right? Then Yarona FM put out an ad, training program, Yarona FM. And at the job I was at, I sucked at it. I admit I sucked at it. And I did a demo, presented it to my colleagues at work.
And like how far back was this?
This was 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
Shit. I
presented to the guys at work. The guys at work are like, dog, you're born for this. Wow. So I submitted. 2012, we start training. We trained late 2012, 2013, I got my first show on radio.
Crazy.
It was a weekend show called Out of Order. Yeah. Good times. It was Out of
Order.
Yeah. It was a late night weekend show. Fridays, it was 10 to 2 a.m.
So no Jabul.
It was supposed to be a party show. You get
no.
And then Saturdays it was 8 to 12 midnight.
Dope. Yeah.
The Kosher was at its peak.
Shit.
So I was missing out on Kosher and everything.
Yeah.
But I was lucky enough to have.
This man, I'm probably still in high school.
Kosher? I don't know Kosher.
I'm so fucking in high school.
Kosher? What? You guys, you're kidding me, fam.
I'm telling you, though.
You're joking. Yeah, so that's how I started. I did Out of Order. And I was, because like I said, I've been put on this earth to put on. It's not about me. And I think it's something I've always carried.
It's about people.
I've always carried that thing. So As soon as I got into radio, you know what I did? As soon as I got my door through, like my feet through that door, Ross can be my producer. DJ Bakito come DJ on my show. Max Swaba na waru DJ san tlau DJ mo show. Yeah, me Casper the DJ ka go one out bro tlau ka no mo show. What were they called? Strictly Housebound. It was Keba, Stevie G, and KY Carter. I was like,
hey, when I got on my money, don't say my niggas out from far, dog.
That show popped off hard. We had a great Nick Bonte. I put that guy on as well. He was our photographer. Dude, we had Team Out of Order and we were solid. We were so solid, we even started doing events. We did Pay What You Want, Play Fast, all sorts of things. That's a social picnic right now. That blueprint is mine. That's my blueprint.
You lie.
Bakito fucked me over in our business. He was my business partner. And he went and took the concept of Playfest, changed the name to Rasta Social Picnic, and that's what happened. My nigga, I've been in this game for a minute. I got a Max Swaba, Nabo Keba. All them niggas, the minute I put my feet through the door, look at where we are now.
Also, and then Bagito took this concept while he was doing like a radio show.
Yeah, while we were on the show together, we're a clique. We're a movement. We're called Team Out of Order. And that's how we managed to do all these events together. Yeah, and then I don't know if I was a sucky leader or what. Niggas started being shady and shit. And I lost my job at the time. I got my ass fired. I was doing too much. I was young, Brandon. Imagine me right now at my big age. And you know me. Imagine younger me. How wild do you think I was?
Super wild.
I was super fucking wild, fam.
Super wild.
I was such a wild.
Yeah.
And I managed to get me fired from Yarona FM. And I ran to... No, I ran to Joburg out of embarrassment, really, just sheer embarrassment. Because I was doing breakfast radio by that time. And that's like the biggest slot. And like, 22? I was young, doing breakfast. And then I get fired. Kind of just pull the rug from under my feet, dog. Yeah, and then went to Joburg. I tried out at the YFM training program. Didn't last long there.
Why?
Came right back. I think I was too persistent or whatever.
No.
Nigga, that's my dream, fam. I'm not gonna let it die.
For sure.
Give a fuck who's in my way.
For sure.
So I was just bulldozing everything, which is bad.
Like who was on your way that time? Like who was on your way? Like who was on your way? Like it was
the PML YFM at the time. He liked me, but because can I get some phone, it's a sharp, whatever. So every chance I'll try to call him, I'll show up at the studio. That's when I met DJ Sabi. That's when I met other presenters, Kuto Teledi, a good friend of mine now. And I met them during that time. Yeah, but because I'm an expatriate, I was from Botswana and they were not taking any expatriates. And I was insisting.
Expatriate.
Yeah, it's I was insisting. You're really getting it now, you dumbass. I was insisting on them training me, man. I didn't give a fuck. I had done breakfast radio. YFM was nothing to me.
For sure.
I was just like, yo, my dogs, I hear you. I'm 22. I just came out of breakfast radio. Abashre. Yeah. And then it was like, nah, I'm too pompous or whatever. So, I came back, tried some more events, failed, and just quit everything at some point. You know when I quit?
Nah.
2017. That's when I made out. Yeah, I quit that. Everything. For me to finally
start like that.
Like that? Yeah. That was my rebirth. 2016, I'd quit everything into 2017. 2017, that's when I found my feet and who I truly am because I gave myself a break. There was so much going on for a young nigga like me. I had to give myself a fucking break, dog.
A lot of what was going on, dog, like that time.
Getting fired, losing out on so much money, my team, Bakito fucking me over with that fucking gig. Now, I was
and like, how did you go MC at Rasta Social?
I forgive people. I'm like that. Yeah, shit happens. Yeah, I found in my heart to forgive him. Right now, fuck Bakito and he knows why. But but yeah, I'm a forgiving guy.
That's intense, but yeah,
shit happens, Brandon. You know. Yeah, we're young, we're gonna make mistakes, and as much as you make a mistake and you want people to forgive you, you should forgive people.
Forgive them, no.
Even if they're not sorry, you do it for yourself.
So,
at least you won't be carrying that shit. Exactly. Because if you carry that way is too much.
It's too much.
So that's how I got to invest in Rasta Social Picnic, host it, and he fucked me over again. But I guess a leopard never loses his spots.
Yeah, I know how to invest. Again, no something sponsoring.
Oh no, it wasn't that kind of investment. There's angel investors, silent investors.
So when I'm not laying silent.
Yeah, something like that.
Dope. Yeah. Shit.
It'd be like that. So 2017. Yeah. That's when
like
the party
that's when
really
like you rebranded for real.
Yeah.
Nah, dope. Nah, shout out to you, man. Shit, hey man, that's like a hefty come up, man.
Yeah.
That's like a hefty one. Shout out.
Yeah.
And then 2017 top 10 BW rappers list, which is now the top 10
Botswana top 10 show.
Botswana top 10 show, right? Shit. How did that come about? Why that? Why say, nah, my niggas, I'm gonna put these niggas together. They're gonna I'm gonna give them a list. They should react to this list and tell me what they think about it.
The way it came out, 2014, I was on air and it was part of my show prep where I was gonna do a top 5 of BW rappers.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm invested in the hip hop game, heavy kind.
And
yes, I love hip hop, my dog. I really do. Hip hop saved me, dog. Hip hop raised me. You get me? Yeah. So 2014, I'm on air and I do a top 5 rappers list. The reaction was crazy. Both from the audience, the listeners, and my colleagues in the studio. So they heard it. The programs manager came out of his office. The sports lady came out of her office. The production guy came out of his office. Other presenters were just there, came into the studio to debate my list. On air. It was a heavy, passionate, heated debate on who our best rappers are. And I was like, whoa, you guys care that much? You don't seem like you care because I don't see artists getting booked. I don't see rappers being put on. But you guys care this much. So the following year, I do another list. This time, top 10. It was top 5 at first, right? This time I do top 10. This was 2015. Right before I get fired, I do another top 10 on the air.
But this time, I don't even know nothing about the creative industry. I don't even know niggas. I don't even know shit.
You know the Diddley Squad at this point, yeah?
For sure.
So by that time, I do another list. It blows up again. And 2016, I do one. But this time around, I just put the list on Facebook.
Yeah.
I just write down the names of the artists.
Like a little post,
Hey, the heated debate, the passionate debate, the comments. All that's when I realized people really do fuck with hip hop and bots, man. And that's because
niggas just don't. I don't know.
Yeah, you know why? Hip hop is one of the original is one of Botswana's hip hop or the Botswana music industry. One of the original genres that made our industry or our music industry a thing was hip hop. P-side, WHP used to come to Gabs to record. And the reason he did that, P-side,
the Libo
Sid,
Libo Press Beats, man.
Yeah, it was before Libo Press Beats, dog. There was a thing before Libo Press Beats. Libo Press Beats are second generation. That was a first generation, dog. Dog, it was crazy.
Sure.
Big Duke, Bo Sid, Cast was a kid. Cast can be put into the second generation of the hip hop and bots because first it was P-side, then it was Cast who were in P-side. Cast took Ska to P-side. That's how Ska got into the game. You get me? That's second generation, third mind and all of them. So Boom, AKA, used to come to bots. Bo Kuli China used to come to bots to record. You know why? It was like that. No, it was Botswana.
For real.
It was Kowa. And hip hop and then it was Kowa back then. It's called Sarunase blind. That's why they would come here thinking, okay, those guys don't understand my English. They were pushing quite more. Expatriate. You get me? So the reason why right now, Botswana, to this day, if I put up a top 10 list, the way there's such an uproar is because it's literally in our DNA to love hip hop the way we love hip hop, because it's a bots thing, man. And in Africa, in Southern Africa, hip hop is a bots thing, fam.
Sure.
And I guess people don't know it. They just see the way they react. It's ingrained into our DNA.
Sure, yeah.
So 2016, I put the post up on Facebook, went viral, went crazy.
Still.
2016, that's when I took a break from everything, right? Like, yeah, I was hella depressed and I was just a mess. 2017, I found my feet and I was just like, fuck it. I've always wanted to be a movie director and producer, and I love movies. Like,
let me just start my own thing.
I love movies, yeah. Like,
I don't want
movies, me likey. So what I did, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot the show. I'm gonna shoot it. Fuck it, right? I don't have a mic, I don't have a camera, I don't have shit, but I can script. I can find guys to shoot and record.
Like, you don't have a budget?
I don't have a budget, I don't have shit, fam. Niggas in the hood were like, alright, dog, let's operate, let's work. Shout out to what's his face, that guy?
Ooh.
That guy who was shooting for us.
Gino Price.
Gino Price! Gino Price, that's the price!
That's the price! The faded niggas.
Sorry, inside joke. I'll tell you guys about this. Shout out to Gino Price, man.
The price for real.
Oh, Gino Price, that's my dog.
Yeah.
So Gino Price, I have a conversation with him, like, yo, I want to shoot. I was like, yeah, let's shoot, let's operate. He's always been shooting.
Yeah.
And he shot my birthday parties when we were doing Team Out of Order and we had events. He would shoot the after movies and shit, right? So I'm like, yo, I want to do this thing, let's shoot. Then we shot the first one. It came out clean. I couldn't believe it, fam. I couldn't believe it.
I was like, this is me.
Dog.
My nigga, the color grading, everything.
Yep.
Sure.
And that's the time that I met you guys, because I saw you and C4 doing your YouTube team.
Yeah.
And I realized, man, these are the people who can comment on hip hop, because you guys were so invested in our local hip hop. So I was like, like-minded motherfuckers.
Like-minded motherfuckers, yeah.
Nina Bands was doing 267 Radio, and her first interview was with Yao Bannerman and Vizo. And I was like, okay, if she's doing this, she was working with Biscuit Head at the time. Like, if she's doing this, she must be interested. Let me call her through as well. Called her Nighttime. Sybil Night always been my brother. We literally, it was my birthday today, tomorrow is his birthday. Yeah, that's my brother.
Shit.
It's 8 a.m. due nighttime. 28, 29, 30. Yeah, that's why we're brothers. Like, it'd be like that. So Nighttime pulled up as well. Banizas was somebody I had met on Twitter who was always so opinionated on hip-hop.
So opinionated.
Called her to come through and do the things.
That's my girl right there.
And then, man, the show came together. Yeah. Because of its success in 2017, in 2018, I was like, all right, let's go even harder. 2018, we shot again. That's when Gino Price showed us dust.
That nigga, man.
That nigga. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. It'll fuck you up.
Remember, close that door for me.
You get me? Yeah. So, your Arab gang, my guys. Hey, I hope there's enough space in your cameras and shit.
But
man. Yeah. So, 2018, we shot it. It was dope as fuck. Cool. And after Gino Price fucked us over, I decided, you know what? I'm going to do this thing myself. I'm going to learn how to edit. I was already scripting. I brought in a voiceover artist, Leboa. Brilliant voiceover artist. All I had to do was give her a script and she killed it.
Yeah.
You get me? She just needed some direction. We got into the studio and we killed it. Shout out to Box Cutter, another one who helped us out big time out at Pumi Sounds. And yeah, we killed it, man. And that's how the top 10 has become, well, it was top 10 rappers list at the time. It became that. Then I realized something, Brandon. Dog, why are we only dealing with rappers when there's so much content in this country that needs to be broadcast?
For sure.
That needs to be put on a platform.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it my damn self. That's when I flipped the script, changed it from Top 10 BWRappers list to Botswana Top 10 show.
Yeah.
That way we can cover Botswana Top 10 rappers, Botswana Top 10 producers, upcoming artists, females in the game, Top 10 hits, Top 10 legends and all of that.
Sure.
And that's the concept that's right now in development. And guess who we got to work with? Well, you know, The Voice newspaper. The second largest newspaper in the continent. Those guys are the second largest following Is it no? Actually, in terms of Facebook for a newspaper, they have the largest following in Africa. Fuck. And they fucked with me.
A lick, dog.
I was like, let's go.
A lick, dog. Yeah.
Go. That's how that happened.
Wow.
That's that story.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then like, for you, like for niggas to actually start to react to this shit, like you put a list together.
Yeah.
And then after, like before putting that list together, what's the criteria, dog? Choosing them people that are on that list from literally like the last one to like the first
one. The most
one.
pompous thing I'll say is that it's my motherfucking list. Make your own.
Sorry.
Because I'm a nice guy, I'll explain the criteria.
Sorry, but
I was when I was coming up with the top 10, a lot of people were always asking me this question because they questioned my criteria, right?
Like, what the fuck is this, nigga?
Yeah. I was basing it off the fact that one, I'm in a position where I am fielding a lot of these artists. I listen to their music at work. It's my job to listen to their music and to know who they are. And to put them on that platform is literally in my job description to do that.
Wow.
So it's my job to know the music and the musicians. So because it's my job, obviously I have a better an advantage in terms of knowing who's what, right?
Who's what, yeah.
So when I put together a top 10 list, I also threw in some personal opinions as well, my personal opinions based on lyricism, the skill. Based on your branding generally, because I take this thing seriously. I know rappers who are dope rappers, but you wouldn't know them because their branding sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna put them at number 2 or number 1. They're gonna go to number 17, where somebody who can't rap better than them is at number 9.
For sure.
Because of the way they package themselves. It's a business, this thing. It's not just a thing, it's a business.
Like, give me an instance where you had like a good rapper, Ali, maybe like in your bottom 5, and then like, but because of his branding.
The last one, the top 3, Ozzy F. Teddy was number 3, William Lass was number 2, Vis-a-Vis was number 1. William Lass is not the best rapper there is. He raps like how he's an amateur.
Okay.
Yeah,
for sure.
But brilliant musician. You know why I say that?
Nah.
That man is a full package. He knows what's required to run the business of music.
Oh, music, yeah.
The business of artistry.
Fuck. Shit.
Nobody can out-rap Ozzy F. Teddy except Vis-a-Vis.
Shit.
But why is there William Lass in between them? Because he did everything the way an artist should do it. So I would want Tabs to feel a type of way when he sees William Lass. Be like, what the fuck? I can out-rap this guy. But I'd want him to also be like, shit, this nigga's doing everything right. I need to get...
For sure.
I want Tabs to get mad. You get me? So that he pulls up his socks and be like, fuck it, I'm not gonna let William Lass beat me at my shit.
Like when I know that I could out-rap him any day.
And then he will take the music business thing seriously.
For sure.
You get me?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's how I came up with that list. I was considering everything really from a professional point of view and a little bit of, personal opinion.
And like, how have you taken the backlash, just like throughout like the years? Obviously there are things that are like you couldn't let slide. Like are they?
Yeah.
It's just okay.
Yeah.
Aye. For sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I wanna say
there's nothing you can tell me that will break me down more than what I grew up hearing. I had strict ass parents. I was the last born. I never caught a fucking break. So I don't give a fuck what you think about me, my nigga. Yeah. No, so unless remurana, don't hurt me. Yeah, let's take it to the streets.
For sure.
Yeah, and there were some beefs that came about the top 10. I wouldn't even cap. There's some beefs. Dilla and I was beefed. We've literally physically fought. Right now, yeah. A cigar.
This was after the whole 2017 and 2018 one.
Yeah, somewhere when did I win that award? 2017. Yeah, when I won the award for best social media.
Best social media,
the Yama.
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dilla was big mad. So I had beef with Scar. I won that beef though. I won the award.
No, the troll one. I want to know the troll.
Yeah, I won the award though because he took me on. I was like, "Alright, cool, we can go back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
Let's use me to win this motherfucking award."
For sure.
I won it.
For sure.
I beat Scar.
Why didn't he, like the time we were nominated with him, why didn't he push his voting, like, why didn't he? Oh.
No, I don't think Scar gives a fuck about that shit. Scar's a musician. He's not a
like,
I don't think he considered himself as a celeb or treleb. Scar's a musician. Scar's a celebrity.
For sure.
Scar doesn't give a fuck about bickering on social media or do the party.
What the fuck?
So Scar didn't give a fuck about that shit. So even me winning that award, for me, it meant a lot to me. To him, it was nothing. The award didn't come with money. At the time, they were not coming with money. So you're just like, fuck this shit. Yeah, right now there's rack in these awards. Don't play. Back then, there's no.
Back then, I want to check.
No. The Yamas were starting off. So there was.
Oh yeah, I think in the 6th or 5th.
Yeah, right now they're on the 8th. We're gonna do the 8th installment of the Yamas.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then now we have like the hip hop nights, dog. Shit is crazy. Like you were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy, dog. Like that's like I don't know, man. Honestly, that's gonna have to be like a monument fucking 10 years from now, 15 years from now, where niggas are gonna be, they're telling their kids, God, this nigga, I once went to at like his platform and he gave me 1,000 pula. And from there, like I never looked back, dog. Why? Like
I hope so, man. I hope that's how it works. Yeah. Word life.
Like, what is that? What exactly is hip hop nights? What goes down in hip hop nights? And yeah. And even just like the background works of it.
Yeah. It started off as a hip hop and poetry thing. We used to call it rhythm and poetry.
In it sort of phase 4, ne?
Yes. So rhythm and poetry, that's the acronym rap.
Yeah.
So we used to do poetry sessions, rap sessions, where you just throw in some beats, get people on the mic to spit.
For sure.
And we realized, niggas got bars. And we've always known.
And you guys used to call over what's that guy over there? How to get like the one you work with? That guy,
who that?
Pazimo.
Fox spit his face off. You know that?
For real, he's too good.
Fox, the hood goon.
The hood goon.
Yo, y'all are sleeping on the OGs, fam.
If there's one guy that I love his radio voice, it's him.
Fox. Fox started rapping with Scar. Fox and Scar and somebody else were part of a trio. Cast was trying to get them to do an album together. The day Cast went to go take them out to record an album, Fox said, "I don't record a football."
Oh my God!
I let Sunday sock. Sky and Amat Cast. That's how the first album Sky came out. Illegal Act. Yep. How about that for some history? Fox has been in the game.
History, dog.
Fox has been in the game for a hot minute, fam.
He's a sports broadcaster.
Yeah. Multi-award winner sports broadcaster, Yarona FM. An OG.
Fuck.
An OG.
Shout out to him. But you're still talking about the hip hop night.
Yeah, so that's how it started off. And we're working with some guy called Von Gex. Von Gex is the one who actually put me on. He's like, yo, let's do this thing together.
For sure.
He's done it before. This is not the first hip-hop night. There's been a history for younger years, even before I knew there was a creative industry in Botswana. There were hip-hop nights that were going on. Reggae nights, poetry nights, karaoke nights. There's a culture in Gaborone and I guess Botswana.
For sure.
That's still... karaoke at George's every Wednesday is still a thing. That's been going on for younger years, fam.
Wow.
So he was like, okay, I need a new generation. We need to, bring new life into this, and you're the guy to do it. I was like, say less, my dog.
Sure.
I was like, I don't know, I was just start checking on every week. I'm like, yes, please, I could use some petrol money. I drive a big car. We could do that. All right, so we do it, and my love for hip hop got reinvigorated, dog. Was back. Let's operate.
Like cultivate dealer all over.
100%, man. So Ibile, so much that
for sure.
I rap. I remember I told you I wanted to be a musician before anything else.
Before everything else.
So now because I'm hosting, and you know how timid we are sometimes as a people, I will spit bars. And I'm not a registered rapper. People don't register me as a rapper.
As a rapper.
But I will spit crazy bars that real rappers will be like, oh, fuck that, pass the mic. If this nigga can do it. So that was my position. I was there just to give people the kind of confidence they needed to get the fuck up and get the mic.
Of course.
And spit.
Of course.
So right now we've turned into a competition because we're trying to put on the hip-hoppers, man. I'm a piano has fucked all of us over.
Literally everyone.
Yeah, so our hip-hop artists are not getting bookings. I need to go in a bit from shit.
Yeah.
Our hip-hoppers are not getting bookings. So I was like, cool.
7 minutes.
Come through the hip-hop.
7 more minutes.
I bet. Come through the hip-hop and let's let me put a grand on the table.
For sure.
Artists come through, perform 3 of their pre-recorded songs, and me and some guest judges determine the top 2. The top 2, then we give them opportunity to spit a 16, no beat, a cappella. Or if we have some beats, they want to choose beats, they can go ahead. What about Oud? But I'm not blind. I like that.
Blind. Don't you get overwhelmed just planning all this shit out every week like this, dog? Because even this shit, dog, I just get tired sometimes.
Let me put it like this.
And I'm literally like 3 weeks in it, dog.
How old are you?
I'm 24 right now.
You're a grown man. Let me tell you a concept. So I do radio.
Yeah.
Right? I'm a VO, a narrator, an actor.
Voice over VO.
Yeah, an actor. I manage a DJ. I'm doing brand deals for influencing, and dog, I'm running this business like this. I'm doing so many things. You know why?
For sure.
3 things, Brandon. You're 24, right? 3 things: time, money, energy. When you're younger, when you're 24, you got time, you got energy. You don't have money. So you're going to use your time and your energy to try to make the money, right?
Try to make money, yeah.
Cool. Time means you're going to have to really work. Energy, you're going to have to put in all your energy behind, given the time that you have to get the money. That's when you're a bit younger.
Yeah.
There's 3 stages, right? The first one, when you're 24, first stage. The second stage, where you don't have time. Or rather, actually, yeah, you don't have time. You still have energy. You have a little bit of money.
A little bit.
So now you have to learn how to manage your time. That's the stage I'm in my 30s. I'm learning to manage my time in order to use my energy that I still have in order to get more money.
Sure.
Then there's a third stage, that's when you're older and you want to retire.
Which now, yeah.
Now you have
the money.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the money. Zero energy. So while you have the energy, my dog, use the time that you have to get the money. Don't make excuses. Don't be lazy. Don't be like, oh, there's so much work. Or I have to, dog, do it all.
Do it all.
Because there's going to come a time when you won't have the time to do it.
Sure.
You have the energy, but now you won't have the money because you didn't use it efficiently in the beginning.
Sure.
Now you are having a midlife crisis. I have 7 jobs, Brandon. I work my ass off, dog. Because I have the time, the energy, I want the money, nigga. Hey, I don't need energy. I want to sit on a yacht and have young girls with all the energy entertaining me, fam. You get me? Hey, I'm going to chill there with my rack. I'll be good. Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, shit. Man.
Just dropped some jewels on you, didn't I?
I'm still processing for a minute. But yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm just, man. But yeah, briefly.
Yeah.
Another mastermind you created, I don't know if you did it alone, but, you created, and it's one of your accolades as well. Sorry, not sorry. Briefly. Dog, what happened to that? Dog?
That show was fire, wasn't it?
That shit was so funny. And I think it gave us a huge run for our money back then. I'm not going to lie to you, dog. I'm not
sorry, it was big, bro.
It was too big, dog.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Because might get that thing, it was so broad because you guys talked about like a whole bunch of shit.
Everything.
You know what I mean? So like it gave us like a run for our money big time.
You know what happened?
Yeah.
First of all, the show was a success. Shout out to Stuga. Shout out to Cyril. Shout out to Mpo, cool man. Yeah. Shout out to Zeke the God, Frostbite, Barbadian Sharks. Our team was solid, man. Shout out to Faith, who was our producer. She joined us eventually. Hey, man. That was a solid show.
Wow.
It was just at my house. We had a couch. Asked for us to bring a camera and we just talk shit. We happen to be some funny motherfuckers.
Dog, it's dog.
Hilarious as fuck. I talk shit.
You talk shit.
Cyril talk shit. Talk so much shit. Cyril's so funny, dog. Talk shit.
Talk shit.
And I guess that's what the world is trying to listen to now. Just shit. People are absorbing a lot of shit. Yeah. You get me?
Yeah.
So it was a great show. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I get tired. I used to hate podcasts at some point.
For sure.
Yeah. So yeah. After that season, I realized how big that show is and its value and how much I had put into it because I was financing the whole thing myself. And I was just like, yo, I'm a professional. I take my shit seriously. So there's a market in the industry for this thing. The online shit was popping up. UPick TV was coming about. Now TV was coming about. So why would I drop shit for free? Right? Yeah, 2019. So why would I drop shit for free online? And I could get paid for it.
Yes, sir.
You know what you can do?
What can I do?
Find a brand that can sell to your age mates and people who watch the show.
Sure.
And get the brand to pay you to do pop-up ads on the item, to do squeeze back ads on your podcast.
Yeah, that's my marketing guy right there.
Yeah. You hear me? Yeah, you look smart. I know. You know this shit, right? Yeah. That's how you get your team paid.
For sure.
You get me? Currently, you be paying tabs for rental of equipment. That's how he makes. You are pataling him.
I'm pataling
But yeah, you see, even he's running his business that way. He's realized how to monetize it.
Yeah.
You get
for sure.
So that's why I put. Sorry on ice. Because I submitted it for tendering. So came as a feedback what I chair. Till then, everybody's mad.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm mad too, dog.
Of course.
But yeah, like to close it off. Munyaka. Who's Munyaka, dog?
Munyaka he's a DJ. He's heavy. Check him out. Follow him at munyaka.africa across all social media. He's playing at Yarona FM on Thursday at 6:30. Every Friday to Sunday, and you can find him across the country. He wears this cool mask, African print, inspired by Ndebele print.
It's too much.
It's too much. Shanti. These guys they have a company called what is it called, man? I'll remember the company name. I'll send it to you so you tag them, please, on this video.
For sure.
Yeah, and they designed the whole mask. They designed the whole character, Munyaka.
It's too much.
Munyaka is supposed to be a superhero in a comic book. That's where it came about.
Like I could just see from the logo.
Yeah, so that's how that guy. Eventually, you will see Munyaka on comic strips. On newspapers or all that shit.
And I trust you. I trust your creativity big time, my G. And then to wrap it up, what is your ultimate goal in your career? What's the vision? Like the big vision?
Is to take all of us with. Yeah.
Sure.
If I'm going anywhere, I'm taking all of us with us, man. Hey, bravo. I got you, playboy. Yeah.
Shout out, my nigga. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming through.
100%.
Man, please keep up the good work I'm doing.
Word life.
Like, there's not a lot of niggas that are doing what you're doing for our industry, dog. There's literally like a handful of young motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So please keep doing what you're doing. You're a very important person in this pop culture, even the hip-hop culture to be like exact.
Keep it coming.
You know what I'm saying? So
I like this. I like this. These flowers smell good.
Keep doing it, man.
Word life.
Like the persistence, like they didn't want YFM. Don't lose it, my nigga. I know that it's still boiling in there.
100.
Keep doing it, you know what I'm saying? Right now, how about I
need to get to work, man.
Like you're supposed to be like
the most important show in the country is
the most important show. You're supposed to be presenting that in like a few minutes. So like I'm about to let him leave. Thank you for coming through, my nigga. Like, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for believing.
All the best for this podcast. I think it's going to be dope. So, rock.
Thank you so much.
100%.
Man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for coming.
Let me check it. Let me hear my dogs.
Come on in. I'm the sponsor.
The sponsor. I'm young niggas to
come on in. I'm the sponsor. Something.
I get it.
Munyakanyana,
Something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through again. I'm gonna thank you so many times. And yeah, this has been the Eyes of Brandon podcast. I've been hanging out with him, do the party boppy. Everybody, we are the party. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Top 10, Mr. Date My Family, Mr. Oh shit, everything. Dog. Everything, man. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Check out this audio on my Spotify. You know what I'm saying? I'll link it in my description. And yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in. And this has been the Eyes of Brandon podcast. And before we leave, don't forget to give thanks, get fresh, praise the Lord, then finesse.
Yes, Liddy right now. The gang gon' get it right now. I'm the man in Gap City right now. So you can't do what I done. So tell me what it is right now.